are back with Jessica Foster, the amazing author of Andy and the Extroverts and then Andy and the Summer of Something. So we talked a little bit about your inspiration, how your teacher had a big impact and how you dedicated the book to her, which is super sweet. But what made you want to go into writing and continue to pursue it and even write novels?
You know, there was a little bit of a break there between 4th grade and writing this novel. I know, crazy. Went through college, became a teacher, started a family, and then after my second son was born, I was looking for a hobby to sort of just take back a half an hour of my day, and, you know, just for self-care, and just rediscovered my love of writing, and it just turned into a whole thing.
Right, so. And you had a story and a story to share that's, you know, kind of inspired and got other teens and adults excited and nostalgic. But when in that time when you were writing, walk us through some of the obstacles or the major challenges that you kind of came across for you.
You know, I think deciding which way you want to go publishing-wise, whether you want to self-publish or you want to go with a small press, or if you want to get an agent and go for the big 5 and that type of thing. I ended up settling in a middle ground with a small up-and-coming publisher out of New York City, and I really I'm happy that I did that, but I think that that was an obstacle for me because when faced with too many choices, I'm like that person who has the menu in like there's too many pages of this menu in this restaurant, right? And so I'm happy with the direction that it's all taken, though.
Absolutely. You're a little bit like Andy, too many decisions.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you made one. So, you know, what is it about writing young adult or teen books? Is there kind of another approach you take when it comes to that?
I love teenagers. I teach teenagers. I'm an 8th grade language arts teacher over in West Michigan, actually. Yep. So, you know, shout out to my Creekside kids. And, you know, I'm just kind of surrounded by them all the time. Is it challenging to write teenagers? You know, I think so to a certain extent, but also I just wanted to capture the fun of the age.
Yes, so. Absolutely. What advice do you have for inspiring authors or writers?
Be persistent. Be persistent in your writing and in getting feedback. And, you know, if you don't ask, then you'll never receive. So, you know, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, right? Like, so.
You sound just like a teenager.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they say that anymore, but
we'll say it. We'll say it here.
We'll say it.
Well, where can we get these fabulous books?
So I'm a big fan of all of my local bookstores. I just did an event with Hooked here in Lansing, so you can get it there. You can get it at Schuler's. You can get it at a lot of indie bookstores across Michigan. You can get it in select Barnes & Noble, but also Barnes & Noble online, Amazon, places like that. So.
Absolutely, and I know we have some of the information on how people can follow you because maybe this is something you continue or find where they can find you at these book events as well, so they can continue to ask questions as well, because I know we just scratched the surface. I feel like I could talk to you a little bit about everything when it comes to books. But yeah, there's where you can follow her as well. But thank you so much for stopping in and sharing these stories, and I'm sure someone at home was like, you know what, maybe that's something I want to do.
Yeah, I hope so. You can write it. Do it.
There you go. You heard it here first. Well, thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, stick around.